Hello everybody and welcome back to another vintage versus classified video. I believe I did Duke about a year or so. I don't know how long it's been, but I do believe I did Duke. But, I did it back then with this version of Duke in the classified series. And, well, now we have a new updated version that came out last month. But yeah, that first video I compared our vintage with the new modern futuristic aesthetic of Duke here from the classified line. And well, now we have a new version that most closely resembles our vintage counterpart, and I do have the Tiger Force here just to have him here. But we have our vintage here, and all I'm gonna do is take a quick look at the similarities and what they kept, what they changed, and whatnot. Not gonna go into depth with the accessories or anything, just because I already did a review on that. So if you want to see the accessories for this version, you guys can check that out on my channel. But yeah, we kept the back piece and the shovel. Nice little detail there if you saw my review. But we have an additional knife with this new classified version. As you can see, the vintage one had a knife here, and we finally got that knife here, which is removable, not just sculpted on there. Compared to our first Duke, we had no knife there whatsoever. We did have the holster here with the classified, the first one, and we have the same holster here on, well, not the same, just different one, just same location, which is accurate to the vintage one. The boots are also a little more accurate. You can see the sort of, I don't know what kind of pattern you would call that, but we see that here with this classified version. You see that similarity there. The pouches, I believe, are going to be the same. So we have 1-2 pouch, 1-2 pouch, and then that sort of circle belt there in the middle, as you can see there. And then going around, not much else. 2 back pockets on the butt. So yeah, that is accurate too. The back doesn't really matter, because he does have a shirt there. And his sort of bandolier that goes across is also very similar, and with the grenade there, which is very nice. We have this sort of medallion there, which I think is different compared to this one, unless it's the same thing. It's just that the vintage one is more stretched out. But there's that similarity. The arms, mine are kind of faded away here. But the rolled up sleeve up to here is also accurate. This version also comes with this submachine gun here, so that's also a similarity. We have an additional American flag here on this Duke, not on this one, so I believe that's something new. The color, you see some green there, and they went ahead and did that here as well. You see the green going around and in there, so that's also something they kept. You have 2 pouches here on the shirt, which we also have here on his shirt, very similar. And then we have the head sculpt, which you can't really compare the two. This one's smiling. You have your brown eyebrows, even though he's blonde, but yeah, you have your brown eyebrows here and there. Blue eyes for this one. Can't really get any colors on this vintage one, but hair blonde, pretty standard blonde hair. With that being said, I would have liked to seen a sort of smiling head sculpt with this one, because we have the vintage one here that's smiling. That would have been a nice addition, but all the things we got with this version of Duke is amazing. Other than that, the greens are a little off in the browns, and also it could just be my version that's a little faded out. But I think that these are original colors. But you can see this is much darker tone, much brighter tone here for the shirt, and this is a little more like almost yellowish shirt, where this is more I don't know, what would you call that, beige, kind of off-white almost. But yeah, those are the similarities. As you can see, very drastic change from these two versions of Duke. And you know, this one didn't have a bad head sculpt. I think it was a pretty well done. You had the scar there on his eye. Yeah, he looked good, but yeah, it's just that futuristic tone that a lot of people didn't like. You know, unfortunately, beat this figure to death. But you know, it wasn't a bad looking figure, but this one definitely knocks it out of the park. And then they did this Tiger Force version, which is just this but a repaint. Not a big fan of those shin guards there, or those knee pads, so I'm glad we got this version now. Definitely replace this one. This is a Tiger Force, so he's on his own display with the Tiger Force crew. But there you have it. We have our new and improved classified version and our vintage counterpart here. Let me know what you guys think of, you know, the new classified. Is he the absolute best and necessary you know, Duke figure for a classified? You know, we don't need another one. Or, you know, would you like Hasbro to keep making more Duke repaints and seeing what other versions they come up with? I can think of a few, but you know, I'll save that for some other time, or I'll put up a picture of a certain version I want. But yeah, I think that does it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.